Hey, what's up, guys? It's your man Mastermind, and you know what that means? It is time for one time for your mind. So I'm gonna keep one time for your mind brief today. One time for my mind is where I just start the show with cold open, just to let you guys know what's on my mind. And today, what's on my mind are the Atlanta Hawks. Right now, they're playing their play-in tournament game to get into the playoffs. They are playing against the Miami Heat. Atlanta Hawks, I need y'all to win. I'm rooting for you guys because I need to see you guys in the playoffs. ATL ho. JS1, let's go.
Hey yo, it's about that time, man. The indie show. My main man, Mastermind.
The indie show, indeed, the flow sickening. Mastermind, if I mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building. Giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we indie, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we indie, ain't no canceling this. And I'm gone.
The indie show with Mastermind.
Yeah, hey. One time for your mind, two times move your spine. It's a hip hop and show stopping, fat funk dropping, massive. The wheels of steel. It's your man Mastermind. I'd like to welcome each and one of y'all to the Indie Show, all things indie. Thank you. Big shout outs real quick to my man Jay Kales. He's already in there commenting, saying Tuesday is back to normal. Missed y'all last week. Yeah, I miss you too, sir. But yes, everything is back to normal. Thank you for rocking with us. Tell your friends to tell another friend to go ahead and tune in, because tonight is going to be another fire episode of the Indie Show. All right, cool. So this is how we do. I just want to go ahead and start off the show with Hello Neighbor.
Hello, neighbor.
And hello, neighbor. I just like to say hello to everyone out there that's repping with us. First of all, I got to show love to my crew, my co-host Kia Renee, and my executive producer holding me down, JS1. What's good, JS?
Hold up. My audio was off. Golly. We here.
There we go. It's official now. I'm feeling whole now. Hey, what's good? How you living?
I'm chilling. I'm sitting here pushing all these buttons, and the audio was off. That's crazy. Let's turn up, man. We got to turn up today, man.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to turn up for real. All right, let me give some shout-outs to our platinum viewers. First of all, I already said J. Kales. J. Kales, what's good, Richard? Heath Gunn is in the building. Got to show love to him. He says, what's good? Cycling today while listening. There you go. Get that cardio in. That's what I'm talking about. Look at my indie insiders. We got Jay Kales, Heath Gunn, Duo Mula, Sam Anderson III, and we can't forget about the Indian Everything podcast showing us love. That's what's up. Latasha and Will out there, they still in love. So, hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And who else I got? Longtime listener, viewer, and supporter, Mary. I met her this weekend. Thank you so much for representing, and I really appreciate you. We got some birthdays going on, all right? April 9th, the one and only, the diva, she just celebrated her birthday on the 9th. And Sam Anderson, happy birthday to Sam Anderson. Today is his birthday. He out there doing it big, eating steak and whatnot. So big shout out to him. And to everybody else, if you're new to the show and if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the podcast. You can find me on Spotify, Apple, Pandora, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and a whole lot more. All you have to do is look for the logo you see in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. It's the Indie Show, all things indie, on all of those streaming devices. All right. And as long as y'all are here, all right, go ahead and subscribe. Be a fan of the show. For as low as $5, you can ride with us. We got a Patreon. It's patreon.com/VVC Life. All right. Come on, be like everybody else. VVC Life on Patreon for as low as $5. You can be part of the team. You get the updates and the secrets and whatnot. And if you want to advertise, we got projects as low as $50 a month. I'll let you boy, because you know how we like to get done. And last but not least, immediately after this show, check out the after show. We're broadcasting live at 10 p.m. Acclaimed musician and podcast host Fabian Music is our special guest. Woo! Checked it twice. And this past weekend, I gotta say, shout outs to my man JS1. We linked up this weekend, and it was a great experience. As y'all already know, I'm based in Georgia. He is based in Maryland, so he came down and we met up, had lunch. It was great. Family. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. And we ate some good food, man. You know what I'm saying? The Diva picked out a dope restaurant. So, like, shout out to her for picking out
advertising for Spawn Divots. The food was fire. I appreciate y'all.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
all right.
It was a relaxing old weekend, man. That's what I look forward to. You know what I mean? Eating, chilling, and talking trash. So let's go.
You did it big this weekend. Are you ready to get this show started?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
All right, sir. Let's do it big. Today is going to be a great guest because we have, let me see, serial entrepreneur, multifaceted serial entrepreneur, Butta B-Rocka in the building today. It's not a lane that she isn't in. We're going to be talking to her. We're going to have a good time. She has a movie that just came out. JS1, before we bring her on, let's go ahead and play that trailer for an upcoming movie that y'all need to see.
For sure. Let me throw that thing up on the screen. And let me stop this music and let's press play.
Had it all. The perfect life. A dedicated husband, 2 handsome sons, and a notable singing career. Until it all came crashing down.
Our divorce was finalized yesterday. And today, he gets remarried. Why did you do this to us?
With the help of her friends, Angel is picking up the pieces.
With your neighborhood.
And you
It's
raining.
raining.
How we running around?
Yo, I'm gonna have to call you back, bro. I see something nice.
What are you doing?
Making your profile.
Don't make me no profile. I don't want to be on none of the dating apps. Men today are crazy. Is something wrong?
No, in your photo, you had on a yellow dress.
You don't like my dress?
No.
That's it. Oh, yeah. Y'all look what? Y'all good men.
You show me your motive?
Excuse me, Winona Ryder.
It's a different world of dating when you become single after 15 years of marriage.
I have 3 cars. I have an Audi, BMW, Mercedes.
I thought you were like working some wine, turn up on some gossip. Yeah. Is that the date set up for you?
My last date was a disaster.
Omega. Why are you whispering?
That's cool, but this is an emergency. Come get me now. And you already trying to set me up with somebody else?
Looks like the problem is not your modem, but must be from the wiring outside your box. Do you know where your box is located? If not, I'll find it.
I gave Uncle Bob's address.
Oh, wait.
Who the hell are you and why are you on my property?
Sir, I'm here to pick up your niece.
I don't want to do nothing to think about. No guys at all. Nobody.
Frank, we need to talk.
Excuse me. Who are you?
I got a peach. I can hold it.
Why can't I find me a man like Denzel? An honest man, a fine man, a family man.
Audi 5000. You have a good chubby hips.
Now, where is she planning on taking my niece? Golfing. We don't golf. We putt.
Nobody said it would be easy finding the perfect guy.
I hope he remembers what he came in for. The Wi-Fi, not a wife.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only Butta B-Rocka. Yes, yes. How you doing, love?
I'm doing great, and that was a wonderful introduction.
No, thank you. We do it big around here.
I see.
And because you are awesome, so we got to do it big for you. Are you ready for the indie show experience?
I am definitely ready for this experience.
All right. Look, I'm feeling the energy. That's great because the next segment is called Elevator Pitch.
Oh, Lord.
Who the hell do you think you are?
All right. So in elevator pitch, you have a certain amount of time to pitch yourself to me and the rest of the world out there. All right. All right. So don't be nervous because I've seen people do it a great job in 10 seconds and bomb out in 60 seconds. All right. You do a great job. We keep it going. If it's terrible, I'm going to say, thank you so much, Butterbeat. But we're going to just stop it here and send you on home. All right. With some parting gifts. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Before we go, JKL says, great trailer. Looks like a good movie.
Thank you.
We'll get into that a little bit later. JS1. He's in the elevator with me, and we're going to the second floor. So we got 20 seconds. Let's see what she has in store for us. And go.
My name is Butta B-Rocka. I'm an international recording artist. I'm an executive film producer, director, and screenwriter. I'm also an Amazon best-selling author. I host a podcast, and I'm on 7 syndicated stations.
With 6 seconds to spare, he just dropped it on you, just like, what more needs to be said? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. That was a great elevator pitch. There we go. JKL said, oops, no question mark, but exclamation marks. Yes, great trailer. Looks like a great movie. All right. So there we go. You passed the test. We're going to move on to the next one. And I love this one. This one is called New Phone, Who This?
New phone, who this? New phone, who this?
There's only one rule in New Phone, Who This? We keep it 100. I'm going to ask you some random questions, and I just need you to answer it and keep it 100, all right?
Okay.
All right. JS1, let's go. Do you tip for carry-out meals?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, we have some more yeses. Why do you tip out for carry-out meals? Curious.
I mean, they still had to, serve it and give it to us. So, yeah.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Let me see. I need to get my life together. That's a hustle life for sure. Oh, yes. You got a fan of JKL's. All right. Next question. What's your favorite cereal as a child and now as an adult?
I used to like Cheerios. Now I like Raisin Bran.
Raisin Bran, just regular Raisin Bran. If I'm gonna do Raisin Bran, it's got to be Raisin Bran Crunch. But you know, it is what it is. You got that. All right. Next question. Does punctuation or the lack thereof bother you in text and tweets?
It doesn't bother me as long as I can understand what they meant. It doesn't bother me.
There we go. Good answer. All right. Next question. What 70s, 80s, or 90s style TV show would you reboot? Because as you see, Bel Air has everyone in their feelings because it's such high quality TV.
I used to like The Facts of Life.
The Facts of Life. Okay. Now, I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh,
Who
Lord.
would you cast in the your reboot of The Facts of Life?
Oh, you really put me on the spot.
That's what I do.
I don't know. I would. That is a good question. I would probably have. I don't know. I don't know. I think of it.
I got you. Someone says family ties with a black family.
That's a good one too.
That is a good one. So we have a black Republican child in high school. Next question. In spades, which is the big joker? The big colorful joker, the small black and white version, or the two of diamonds?
It's the big joker, the big colorful one, right?
That's your final answer?
I think so.
Hey, I'll take it. Yes.
I used to love me some spades back in the day. I used to spank them.
Hey, there we go. Because I was worried for a second you was a non-spades player.
No, I'm a spades player.
Back-to-back non-spades players in the house. So okay, cool. We good. Finally, I know, right? Finally, we got a spade player on here. Thank you. Next question. What's your favorite go-to sandwich, my dear? Tuna, grilled cheese, fried bologna, or peanut butter and jelly?
From that selection, it would be peanut butter and jelly. But I like a turkey sandwich with some Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip is in the building. Okay, then. I like these. Okay, I got you. Next. This is really important, so take your time. How do you like your grits? Cheese, salt and pepper, sugar, butter. Now you can combine answers with this.
Sugar and butter all day. That's funny. I'm from Kentucky. Really? That's what we do. We have sugar.
In Kentucky?
Yeah, in Louisville.
Sugar, really?
Yes.
We was doing it so well. You got the spades question. Everything was lovely. And then she messed around and put cheese. Wait, you say cheese and sugar?
I didn't say cheese. I said sugar and butter.
Oh.
Have you had it?
I'm not about to put sugar in my grits.
Oh my God.
I'm not about to put sugar on your in grits, my rice either.
Put sugar on your rice and you put sugar on your spaghetti.
What?
I said what it said.
Wait. After it's cooked or while it's cooking?
After.
A spoonful of sugar, and I'm just like sprinkle.
It's good. It's good.
It's really I'm not good. About to dive into this diabetes menu. Look, this is why we putting sugar on. Oh, I need a moment. Was that the last question? Because I'm crazy right now.
Yes, sir. That's it.
All right. I'll continue the show, but sugar and grits was one thing. I'm definitely not doing the rice. And she said spaghetti.
It's really good.
Okay, wait. With your spaghetti, are you putting the sauce on after you cook the spaghetti, or are you having one big everything in the same pot?
After you got to cook the meat first, then you put the sauce. Then you put the sugar, you put some cheese, sprinkles and stuff, and you cook.
Just when things were going right. I know, right? I'm at a loss for words. We're going to the next segment. Everyone's favorite segment, one of them. It is our music segment. It's called, you know what it is.
Court is now in session.
All right. So in Will Be the Judge of That, we have music from 3 indie artists, all right?
Okay.
Job is just to listen to the music or watch a music video and critique. After we're finished, the audience in real time are going to vote for their favorite artist.
Okay.
Artist wins 3 weeks in a row. They get to be in the hot seat just like you in a future episode. Plus, they get to be the face of our next mixtape.
Nice.
All right. So I'm definitely looking forward to your critiques, especially with your background in music. This is going to be a lot of fun. JS1, our first artist. Let's go with Black Needle Noise.
Black Needle Noise.
Right. So you don't want to intro it? You just want to play it?
Yeah, I have. This is brand new. I don't know them, so this is new to everybody.
All right.
You're broken down and tired.
She's muted. Is it? Am I the only one that can't hear?
I can't hear either.
For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains, bring it to its feet and move mountains, yeah. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up and do it 1,000 times again. For you, oh, for you, for you, oh, for you. All we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. And we will rise. Oh, we will rise. We'll rise. Oh, yeah, yeah. We will rise. Rise like the day, I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up 1,000 times again. Oh, and I'll rise up high like the wave. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. We'll rise up and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, oh, for you, oh, for you, for you, for you. Rise up, rise up, rise up.
All right. Okay. Going to the chat room real quick. Jack Hill says the song is anthem movie score ready. The visuals kind of throw me off. Heath Gunn says, is this a remix of Rise Up? And when I'm listening to this, the first and only thought that I'm having is Tina Turner. I'm thinking it's just giving me some old school Tina Turner in the late 80s, early 90s vibe. And I'm just like, okay, then she did her thing. And I'm not really critiquing the video. It's simple and plain to get the point across. We get just to focus on her singing. So I'm gonna go to you, Butter. What did you think about this song, Black Needle Noise with Lisa?
I think the Queen definitely has an amazing voice, and I wrote down Tina Turner. I mean, that the grittiness of her vocals is sick. It's definitely a different feel, but it's not a bad remix. I'm not mad at that, and I don't think that the video needed to be anything but her voice. I think they made it simple, and I think that it was meant to focus on her vocals, and she definitely delivered.
She definitely did.
Yeah.
JS1, what you got?
I thought, all right. So I'm the only one that heard it from the beginning, and like her vocals were so strong, they didn't even do like a 4-second intro. It just like the thing just started with her singing, and it was like it really threw me off at first. But as you listen to the song, like you said, the power in her voice, the raspiness of it, and like it just really was a moving record. Like when they said movie soundtrack, I'm right there with them. So shout out to her.
Yeah.
All right. Very nice. This is how we starting out today. We got somebody that sounds like Tina Turner. So I'm wondering what the rest of the competition is looking like. Our second artist hails from Toronto. Mgize Noden is a Toronto native and has embraced music since he was 3 years old. As a teen, he started learning how to write music and play guitar. At the age of 13, he had already run away from various group and foster homes and ended up homeless and incarcerated multiple times. Drawing from conflicts within the streets and community, Mgize uses his music to inspire hope and change by sharing his story. His inspirations are Tupac, Idea, and Abilities, Atmosphere, A$AP Rock, and other various gangster rap and hip-hop artists. Based in the GTA, he now writes, records, and hopes to perform his own music. Ladies and gentlemen, Mgize Noden.
I know I'm just a memory. I feel it when you remember me. I'm proud of your every movement. I'm right here while you're walking, and I'm listening while you're talking. I lift you up when you be down. You can check in anytime with me and say you're safe and sound. I know I'm just a memory. I feel it when you remember me. I'm proud of your every movement. I'm right here while you're walking, and I'm listening while you're talking. I lift you up when you be down. You can check in anytime with me and say you're safe and sound. It's like you're gaining everything except for yourself. You fill the void with plenty things, never worried about your health. You try to remember, but the memories are foggy. You'll fall asleep for all September if the weather be too groggy. You were going with the flow till the undertow let you go. Now you're drifting through the sea with the stars guiding you. And the waves that you're riding got you feeling so free. You find yourself still searching for what I don't know. Could it be for your childhood or something you let go? Could it be for your soul as you're flipping through all the pages? You could rebuild all the stages and start to heal from the pain that is deep within your brain. I know it's something strange, except the change is not the same. I say it's not your fault for why you're locked up like a vault. I took a look inside your journal. Within you conquered every hurdle. Will the circle be unbroken when the last words are spoken? Here's to you, staying golden. I know I'm just a memory. I feel it when you remember me. I'm proud of your every movement. I'm right here while you're walking, and I'm listening while you're talking. I lift you up when you be down. You can check in anytime with me and say you're safe and sound. I know I'm just a memory. I feel it when you remember me. I'm proud of your every movement. I'm right here while you're walking, and I'm listening while you're talking. I lift you up when you be down. You can check in anytime with me and say you're safe and sound. I felt the pain that left an imprint on your brain. I know it kept you from yourself and experiencing your own change. You were frozen in the moment while the world became estranged. All alone in your home, no one calling up your phone. Feeling out your comfort zone, but that's the only time to grow. All I gotta say is that you're doing just decent. Keep your head above the water or just stay out the deep end. Now I can only give advice to try and help you with your vice. Only you can choose what's right. I pray you never lose sight of the path that you want. Every story has a fight or a battle in the night. You fight a never-ending war with these people wanting more. I see your body getting weak. You feel your bones becoming sore. I can hear it when you speak. You want to take a different course to where you've never been before, where no one knows your name. I could say that be a change, almost shocking to the brain. I know I'm just a memory. I feel it when you remember me. I'm proud of your every movement. I'm right here while you're walking, and I'm listening while you're talking. I lift you up when you be down. You can check in anytime with me and say you're safe and sound. I know I'm just a memory. I feel it when you remember me. I'm proud of your every movement. I'm right here while you're walking, and I'm listening while you're talking. I lift you up when you be down. You can check in anytime with me and say you're safe and sound.
All right.
All right. McGizzy Noden from Toronto. J. Kell says gangsters in Toronto are big on venti lattes. I see y'all, but I don't hate this song. Reminds me of the rapper Logic. Yeah, I'm getting some mid 90s vibe. I love the production on that song. And like he said, I don't hate it. I mean, it's a decent head nodder to me. And he's putting in some work. So congratulations, young man. What you got to say, Butter?
I enjoyed the song as well. It has a really nice vibe to it. I love the fact that he is taking his past experiences and has turned it into, positivity and talking and everything with his story. So I was listening to his lyrics. I'm a lyricist too, so I always listen to that. And I liked it. I felt it.
All right. JS1, what you got?
The beat was alright. You know what I'm saying? The lyricism, a lot of the rhymes didn't rhyme. And I was kind of like, what? This doesn't make sense. And then it didn't seem like he was, it just seemed like a real lackluster performance. Maybe if he, had came on the show and kind of explained it, I probably would be a little bit more into it. But I just feel like it was lackluster and a little bit lazy. And we've had so many really phenomenal artists on this show. It just makes songs like that just not sound as good.
All right, keeping it 100, and that's what we do on this show because we're not always going to agree. And if McGizzy actually wins, he can come back next week and then talk about it more. And so we'll see what happens. But we've had two interesting artists, and now we have one more artist. And she goes by the name, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, Sinead Monet. Hailing from the west side of Chicago, singer-songwriter Sinead is the new R&B sensation. The songstress has spent the last few years establishing her name in the ever-changing music circuit, growing and displaying chameleon-like diversity by developing the sound with every new release. Not only has she learned to navigate the music industry through networking and pure vocal ability with a recent BA in public relations from the Mecca Howard University, she has also gained the tools to more professionally maintain her own image and career. She's a dual talent, perfecting her craft in both music and hair industry. She's recognized as a profound hair braider, blessing icons like Missy Elliott. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the name of this song, JS?
It's called Prove Me Wrong.
Let's go.
Bro, how you do that?
This the kind of shit that drive you crazy. Never turn into this type of lady. Hope you got your mind made up. Hearing what you saying and it sound good. Seen a couple texts and it don't add up. Prove me wrong, gotta get down to the bottom of it. Let's not have to revisit this conversation. If your word ain't bond, it don't mean it. Fucking with my heart is dangerous. If I'm asking, it's for clarity. Words don't match your actions and it scare me. Put up receipts, I got the facts. Talk to your ex, can't rock with that, no. What am I missing that you can't tell me? I can handle the truth, no need to spare me. You changing names in your contacts, like I can't see that. It's the kind of shit that drive you crazy. Never turned into this type of lady. Hope you got your mind made up. Hearing what you saying and it sound good. Seen a couple texts and it don't matter. Prove me wrong, gotta get down to the bottom of it. Let's not have to revisit this conversation. If your word ain't bond, it don't mean nothing. Fucking with my heart is dangerous. I'm not into arguing, and you don't have to play defense. I should be the one upset and frustrated. You don't like confrontation. Let's calm down for a minute. Just need some understanding. Questions that need answers. Honest answers.
Why you do that?
All right. So not JS, he's gun says easy choice. Tell us why. I'm gonna start with you, Butter. What you think about that one?
Oh, she has a very nice voice. Catchy tune. I liked it. Yeah.
Okay, she liked it. It was just all right for me. Catchy tune, a nice video. J. Kell says the dude in this song ain't about ish. I can see people being able to relate though. All right. And
I didn't
JS,
understand the video.
what'd you
I'm
say?
sorry. I didn't understand the video.
I got you. JS1.
I would have to go with our guest. Even though the visuals looked amazing, like I like the shots, I like the wardrobe.
I did too.
I like the lighting. Like I thought they really did a good job. But I thought at some point like she was gonna cut his head off, or like it just had one of these dramatic looks to it, like something action was gonna happen. But it just looked like he was ignoring her. Maybe he had a stomach ache or something and she didn't know it, or he didn't know how to communicate, or he had gas or something. I don't know. It's just like they just
he had grits with sugar in it and he's just acting up. That's what the problem was.
That's a fact. You're right about that. So you know what I'm saying? And he's trying to, she's trying to understand why he would do that. And I understand it caused the whole song to be what it is. But no, like I think this is a prime example of what I just said about the last song. Like, her presentation is way better, the writing is better. The fact that we have a visual to go along with it goes a long way to selling the song. Like, you know what I mean? And I enjoyed this more than I enjoyed the last one. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out to her, man. Like,
that's it. That's all three. Now it is time for you to vote. We're going to let you know who wins before this episode is over with, but you need to go out there and vote. Tell them how to vote. Right there. Vote.theindieshow.co. All right. Vote.theindieshow.co. Yes, ma'am. Talk to me.
Okay, so what I'm a little unclear about is in this voting process, what are they basing it off of? Are they basing it off of the visuals as well? Are they basing it off of being original? Because the first song wasn't original. I mean, if this is the indie show, technically it's a beautiful song, but it's already a song that's out. So I'm trying to understand how are they voting?
Yeah, great question. It is a combination of all of it. And so an asterisk will be placed on the remix. But Yes, so it is basically whichever video. It's not just the video because most of the times we've had songs just audio beat out contestants that had a full package with the music video. So it's whatever their favorite is, and they vote for it. You can only vote once though, so that's just pretty much what it is. Which one do you think performed the best in your opinion? We can't sway it any kind of way. It's whatever the audience out there doing. But if you had to choose one, which one would you choose?
Vocally, I would choose number one. Visually, I would choose number three.
I got you. All right. I can dig it. Y'all see it. Vote.theindieshow.co. All right. Pretty soon we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna start interviewing the one and only Butta B-Rocka. We have mastermind games coming up, and if you want to try to win some money, let me know what your cash app is, and we'll see if Butta B can win you some money tonight on Mastermind Games. All right, let us know what the cash app is, and we'll make it happen for one lucky viewer. JS1, you know what time it is.
Yep. It's time for them commercials. Let's go. Hey, everybody. In 2023, VVC Life is taking things to a whole new level. And how can you be a part of that? By joining our Patreon. Once you become a member, you'll get access to tons of new content every week. You also get access to our exclusive Discord and also some live events that are going to only be for our members. All of our shows like Indie Show, Aries Lounge, and Black Watch Theater all have exclusive content that you will be able to access anytime you want to. Also, you'll be supporting our growth. So why waste time? Join the Patreon right now. Patreon.com/VVC Life. We'll see you guys in the comments. Peace.
Yeah.
Hey, also, right now, what y'all can do is go to Electric Eyes Clothing. How do you perceive the world through your eyes? Check out their IG, Electric Eyes Clothing, or you can go to their website and cop some merch right now, electriceyesclothing.com. And I apologize, it's not merch. You can cop as many pieces as you want. These are great artistic, clothing line. And Mastermind is wearing a dope joint right now.
It is so comfortable. I love this shirt.
Yep. Give a big shout out to Chandrea Washington, who continues to support the Indie Show by advertising with us. And you can do so right now. Just go to patreon.com/VVC Life and choose what advertising level you want right now. Thank you so much.
All right. Yo, I want to get to know Butta B. JS1, let's go.
I can't believe that it's finally me and you and you and me, just us.
This is one-on-one with Butta B-Rocka. Butta B, thank you so much for being part of the show.
Thank you for having me. This show has been fun. It's not what I.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that's what we aim to do. I aim to please. I'm glad that you're enjoying yourself, and the fun is going to continue. But we got to get nosy for a second, learn more about you, because you are, when you say multifaceted serial entrepreneur, my God, you are telling the truth. That is just the tip of the iceberg. People don't really understand what you do, how you do it. I don't even know how you was able to carve out time tonight with all the things that you are juggling in the air. I am blessed and lucky. So the first thing I want to find out from you is, what's up with the name Butta B? What's the story behind that? Butta B-Rocka.
They started calling me Butta in Tampa. They said I had a really smooth voice. And then when I moved up to Atlanta, I started doing backgrounds in the studio, more so demos at that time. I was doing the demos for TLC, and they started calling me B-Rocka. So when I put my first album together in 2010, I combined the names.
Oh, nice. What was that experience like doing the demos and doing background for, let's just talk about the experience with TLC.
I mean, it was wonderful. I mean, I'm 18 years old. I'm getting some pretty serious money at that age for what I was doing. I didn't realize the difference between a demo and actually being on the album, but it was still cool to have that experience and everything. And yeah.
How did that happen? Is it one of those know somebody situations or what?
I don't remember how I started going up to the studio. I started working at Dallas Austin studio, and I was working with one of the producers, Rico Lumpkins, and Deborah Killens is that person that actually did the album's background vocals. Yeah,
Man,
I love
man,
me
she
some
is so
Deborah.
fire.
Yeah, she is. And I started doing the demos, and her mom used to manage me as well. So I was doing the
Okay.
demos, and she was doing the actual albums. All I knew was that I was working with TLC, and I was just hyped. But hindsight of that, I wish I would have actually did the album.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that one. Man, that's incredible. Okay, that is cool. So when we introduced you, we played the trailer to your movie. What is it? How to Find the Perfect Guy?
Finding the finding the perfect guy. Yes.
Yeah, Finding the Perfect Guy. All right. So is it safe to say that you are the director, screenwriter, and actress on this project?
And executive producer as well.
There we go. Let's talk about this movie. So, with all those hats, how did it come about, and how was it producing it? Because I love being on set. So before the show started, we talked about the industry and everything, and but I have a certain love for indie films.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was it like creating this and then finally presenting it to the audience, your baby to the audience, and how was it received?
It was really surreal. So to answer the first part of that, initially I was going to do web series. During COVID, everything shut down. At that particular time, I was in just the international recording artist, so I was touring overseas all the time. But when COVID happened, everything was shut down. So I had to figure out some additional hustles and had to dig deep to figure out, what else I was good at and what strengths did I have. So I had written a play before called I Cheated, So What? I had 6 national recording artists in that. Of course, I was a songwriter and different things like that. And so I wanted to do web series, but when I started looking into the cost of doing all of these episodes, I had wrote 13 episodes. It was going to cost too much, especially since I was paying out of pocket. So I condensed the 13 episodes and turned it into a feature film because I would rather have quality more than anything. So
Yes.
yeah, so that's how it started. And how it ended was I just recently had my premiere. I did it at Studio Movie Grill here in Atlanta, Georgia. I did it on a prime.
All right.
Yeah,
Congrats.
I did it at a prime. I did it on a prime night. Typically, typically indie films are done Monday through Thursday in the theaters. I decided to do mine on a prime night. I got the biggest room. We sold out in 2 weeks. It was star-studded from Les Brown, Ian Burks, who's heavy in the music industry. He's the one that discovered TLC. He signed Akon. Um, I had Delapo. He was in the building. He's with BET. I mean, it was just overwhelming. One of the guys, Jay Wells Jr. from Black Panther. And we had 2-step and repeats. It was all this media. And just walking in there, first of all, I was greeted at the door by Les Brown, which was huge. And then we walked in, I'm getting interviewed, he's getting interviewed. I mean, it was just so many people everywhere. And the Studio Movie Grill created a drink in honor of, or a special drink in honor of our film. So it was just surreal. It was surreal. Yeah. And then
Could you have imagined? So when you were putting this together, could you have imagined having all of that when you coming up with this web series?
No. And having the many hats was tough. But I wanted to learn. So I had people helping me, of course. You can't do this on your own. But it was important to me. I think if you're going to have a business, you need to know every aspect of your business. Now you can delegate and have other people doing it, but you should absolutely know what you're talking about and what you're doing with your company. And so I made it a point to be very hands-on, from every actor that was in the film to every little detail of my project I was hands-on with. And I had some guidance and stuff like that, of course, but It was tough. I don't know if I would jump in and do all of them again because it was definitely tough. There was some setbacks. The film was supposed to be done last year, so there were some
Yeah.
setbacks to the point where crying, wanted to give up, but you have to cry and regroup and keep it going. And so I was very proud that it was finished. We got complete, and to have that premiere and see so many people there supporting me and showing me so much love. I mean, it was surreal, honestly.
Awesome. That is beautiful. You can't ask for anything better. So some good came out of the pandemic.
Absolutely.
So what's the plan with for the movie now? You have any opportunities with one of the streamers?
Yes. I actually have a meeting tomorrow. It's being screened in front of BT and Fox Soul. So that's tomorrow.
Okay.
I am also
Prayers up.
yeah, thank you. I'm also in talks with Peacock and Hulu and some international distributors as we are speaking. And so fingers crossed, we'll see where it lands. It got to make sense for it to stay there. So that's what we're doing.
You gotta keep us posted. We're gonna be following you, all right?
Absolutely.
That's nice. So do you see yourself doing more acting in the future?
Oh, absolutely. I was acting before. I did my own film. This, I think, allowed people to see me in a whole different light. The other projects I was doing, they were indie films or commercials and stuff, but I had smaller piece parts. This one, of course, I was the lead in my own film. I sung in my own film, and I got my music in my own film.
You already know it.
Right.
Nice. What about directing? Are you already itching to direct something else?
Yes. I've been getting calls for producing and directing and writing other people's projects and everything. I'm definitely ready. I have 6 more projects in the pipeline for my own production company, for BBR Productions. And so, I'm just seeing where everything is going to take us. We also got some offers after our premiere. We got offers to go to 6 different states to premiere the film. So we're working out all the logistics of everything. Yeah.
That is the indie. That is indie for real. That is the true definition. Do it big. I'm very happy and proud of you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Butta B-Rocka. We were just talking about her movie. There's so much more about her. We're gonna come back and talk some more with her, but we're gonna switch gears because it's time for Mastermind Games.
Okay.
Let the games begin.
All right. I put it out there. I was trying to see if somebody wanted to win some money. You don't have to take my money. It's all good because my wallet would appreciate it if you not take my cash. I went March was not good for your boy. I lost a lot of money. A lot of viewers out there took my money. So let's see what's gonna happen tonight. So this mastermind game is called Survey Says. All right. And Survey Says we have 10 questions.
Okay.
If you get 3 strikes, you are out. No one wins the money. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
All right. But the audience can help you. You're going to get about 10, 15 seconds to give me your final answer. You have to give me your answer and say final answer. Okay.
Okay.
All right. This game is called Survey Says because it is a Family Feud style game. 100 people were surveyed. Your job is to give me the number 1 answer. Understand? If you've ever wanted to play Family Feud, this is your chance right now. All you have to do is give me the number 1 answer. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
She ready. You don't sound as confident as you did earlier.
It's so funny because I overthink things sometimes. So I'm ready.
All right, cool. There's no pressure on me because no one is trying to take my money. So this is just for fun. And Jay Kales is the biggest hater out there. He wants me to lose every week, especially when there's money on the line. Butter better beat the brakes off Mastermind. This is foul. All right. Last call for alcohol. All right, here we go. Survey says time for question number 1. All right, I got you. Number 1. Name something in your house you run to the minute you get home from work.
The bathroom.
Name something in your house you run to the minute you get home from work.
The bathroom.
The bathroom. Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
All right. And that survey says, congratulations. You just won $1. You get $1 for every answer you get correct, but you lose it all if we get 3 strikes.
Oh,
all
I
right, so that was, say what?
Who won the $1?
No one. But if you provide me with your Cash App, it can go to you, and you can do whatever you want to do with it. All right.
Gotcha.
All right. Next question. Number 2. After a person dumps a lot of weight, name something else that might get dumped. After a person dumps a lot of weight, name something else that might get dumped.
Their boyfriend or their girlfriend.
Boyfriend or girlfriend. Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
All right. Let me see. I see some haters out there. What's going on? All right. J. Kell says girlfriend. And the answer is significant other. 59 people said it. Congratulations. This is not going well. That's $2. All right. You doing well. Don't feel bad if you get 3 strikes in a row starting now. All right. So you don't have to show out. You can just be regular Butterbean. Name something a dog owner should do for the dog's protection. Name something a dog owner should do for the dog's protection. Quiet, you. He said, yeah, she is coming for that win. We're not trying to hear all that positivity.
Are you ready? I have an answer.
I'm ready. What's your answer?
I think for the dog's protection, you should have their collar with their name and their address in case they get lost.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Let's see if that is the answer. Ladies and gentlemen, collar so they won't get lost. Survey says the vet or get shot.
That was my next answer.
I'm sorry, we don't take next answers. We take the final answer. But just to let you know, ID caller came in at number 3 with 16 votes. All right. So there was some people out there. So that was a good answer. All right. Here we go. That's only 1X. Still $2 out there floating. All right. Here we go. Next question. Real or fictional, name a well-known horse. Real or fictional, name a well-known horse. There we go. Think hard. Think wrong. That's what I need from
Black Lightning. Final answer. Oh, Mr. Ed.
I appreciate you saying final answer. Black Lightning. JS1. I'm curious. Have you heard of Black Lightning, the famous horse?
Yes, I've heard of Black Lightning.
The famous horse named Black Lightning.
Yeah, I remember the famous horse named Black Lightning.
Okay. I'm the only one. I'm wrong because I've never heard of Black Lightning, the horse. But does it matter? Is it the number one answer? It is not. Mr. There's a black lightning. No, there's a black beauty and a black stallion, but I don't know nothing about no black lightning. It's a superhero. This fool said Black Lightning is a stripper in Kansas City. Boy, stop. He is foolish. All right. But we have 6 questions left and
Oh
one
Lord.
more strike. One more strike and I get to keep my money.
Oh
All
man.
right. Yes. Number 5. Name something you see a lot of on a tropical island. Name something you'd see a lot of on a tropical island. You can get help from the audience if you need it. Anyway, I'm feeling good. We got 6 chances for me to keep my money. So I'm not even going to sweat.
You see the beach? I know answer.
The beach. She said you were on a tropical island. You will see the beach. All right. If 100 Americans said beach, you're still in it. Survey says 58 people said trees. Oh my gosh.
I dispute that one because you see trees everywhere.
On behalf of my wallet and my bank account, we would like to thank you for your lovely 3 strikes. It was so much fun. Congratulations for playing. Yes, the answer is trees, but just to let you know, beach and sand came in second place with 13 votes.
I don't know how trees came on there because there's trees everywhere. So you don't have to go on no tropical island to see trees. You can just look out your window.
Hey, you got to talk to them Americans. It was like 59 of them. Look, they went to the beach and all they saw was trees. With all that sand that they were standing on, all they noticed was the trees.
Maybe they talking about palm trees, I guess. I don't.
Probably so. Because I'm curious, I'm gonna just ask you this one question, then we're gonna switch gears.
Okay.
Here's something. Name a body part where women strategically apply a splash of perfume. Name a body part where women strategically apply a splash of perfume.
On the neck.
You are correct. 50 people said neck. All right. Too little, too late, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, neck is correct. And Jay Kale says, I only see a lot of trees on the Jamaican beach. You are ridiculous. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We are sitting here with Butta B-Rocka, multifaceted serial entrepreneur. Speaking of entrepreneurs, let's take the time to go to Indy University. All right. So in Indy University, I'm going to ask you about 5 questions. It's all about being an entrepreneur. Are you ready, my dear?
I am.
All right. First question.
Just a second.
Someone watching this interview may be contemplating starting their own business. What advice would you give them?
To definitely start. A lot of people just contemplate it, but they never actually take action. You got to take action. So it doesn't matter where you start. You just got to start. Start with your ideas, write them down, but then do some action plans to actually get it started.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Next question. How do you get the world to notice you and your business? What's your marketing strategy?
It is all about branding yourself. For instance, even when you are putting yourself out there on all of these social medias, everything needs to be cohesive and the same. So your website can't be Butta 1058, and then your YouTube is just Butta, and then your Instagram is just I am the Butta. Like, it's not branding. You got to brand yourself. You got to brand it all the way so people can start to recognize your logo and start to recognize your name and everything. So that would be the very first tip that I could give you.
Nice. Okay. Number 3. Oh, I'm ready. What's the greatest joy you've gained from starting your own business?
Freedom. I left corporate in 2007 to pursue music full time. That has taken me all around the world and it has given me the freedom to be able to be home with my boys and to do what I want to do when I want to do it.
All right. I see you. All right. Next question. What's the one misconception about owning your own business that people need to know the truth about?
It's tough. You're not like there's no off days, there's no backup plan. And when you get sick or anything happens, you better have some money put up because I mean there's no one's gonna give you a check because you was off work or because something happened and you need to call off. You gotta yeah, it's a lot of hard work.
All right. Last but not least, as an independent entrepreneur, who do you turn to for advice?
I have a few mentors. I think when you're looking for a mentor, you should always look up and get someone that is doing something that you want to do or has exceeded with what you want to do and learn from them because there is a blueprint. If one person can do it, another person can do it. Now, y'all might not do it the same way, but that's always my motivation, to keep going. So, yeah, that's what I would do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together in the university with Butta B-Rocka. So I want to learn a little bit more about you, Butta, before we get up out of here.
Okay.
Tell me, how did you get started singing? How did that come about? And because I am really interested in this story about you traveling and performing internationally. So how did we get started? How did we get here?
I started singing at the age of 4, just like any other kid. I saw Diana Ross on TV. I wanted to be the next Diana Ross. I saw the crowd interacting and everything, and seeing her with her style and grace on the stage and commanding the stage. That's when I kind of caught the bug at age 11. I started in singing group with me and my cousins in Tampa, Florida. Initially, we would start doing these talent shows and we would get beat, but I come from the era of artist development. So every time we would get beat, we would look at the cassette tapes of our performance. We would see what they was doing. We would learn from it, plan, do, and review. And each time we got better and better. Then I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and I started doing backgrounds for a lot of different people, including TLC and stuff like that. And then one day I was at Dallas Austin's studio, and there was a guitar player who handed a cassette tape and said, "I'm also a singer." And he handed it to a producer, and the producer, when he left, started laughing and was like, "Man, people need to stay in their lane." And that was like a wake up call for me. There's nothing wrong with doing backgrounds, but that's not where I wanted. That's not the only thing I wanted to do. So
yeah,
I started, winging off of coming into the studio just to do backgrounds. I started working on my own album, put my own album out when it came out independent. I did the CSAC show as a artist, as a writer, excuse me. You're either with BMI, ASCAP, or CSAC. CSAC put me on their show with PJ Morton. I ended up having my own album release, Chloe and Haley opened up my show. And the third show I had was at Centennial Park, where I was approached about going over to Africa, over to Ethiopia, and we ended up working out that deal. I went over for 3 months, then I went back for another 3 months touring over in Ethiopia, and it was amazing.
Wow.
It just like opened up so many doors because once I was there, other people in other states and countries started asking me, "Can you come to Dominican Republic? Can you come to Spain?" And different things like that. And then I also got approached about being a guest entertainer on cruise ships. And initially, I was like, no, because I thought that I was gonna have to sleep at the bottom of the ship and perform every day like I see on, like I
Yeah.
see. But as a guest entertainer, they would fly me out for a week. I do 2 45-minute sets, me and my girls. Rest of the time we taking pictures, having a good old time. So I started doing
Wow.
that for about 6 or 7 years. And that was amazing. And when I say toured, I went everywhere and I was on Royal Caribbean, Holland America, um, I'm missing something. Seaborn and something else. I
You
forgot.
out there.
Yeah, it was real cool. But it just started opening up so many doors. And then once one person sees you perform, that opens up another door for something else. So I would do land shows, or I would also do corporate events and everything. And I did a lot of private events. So that's how I got started.
Nice. JKL says inspiring interview shows what hustle and focus gets you. 100, 100. Oh, without a doubt. Um, that that is quite impressive. From when you decided to stop doing background and to focus on just you,
Mhm.
how long did it take before just everything just blew up and you were doing these shows internationally?
I started winging off of just backgrounds in 2019.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, in 2009, and in 2010 is when I put out my first album. And like I said, from my third show, that got me overseas immediately. So it's definitely been a whirlwind. I've had the pleasure of working with from Janet Jackson to Kanye West, Zach Brown, Collective Soul, Lil Zane. I did Lil Zane's first single from BMF. Um, I've just worked with so many people, but even bigger than that, being able to be the headliner of my own shows overseas has been a blessing. So yeah, it's been really cool.
No, that is real cool. That is a blessing indeed. Oh man, I'm happy for you.
Thank you so much.
This is very inspiring. So for the people, we may have said it in the entrepreneur and indie university, but for the indie artists out there, what type of advice would you give them? Because lightning might not strike twice. Just like you have the same path that you took. What would you say to them if they're watching this or listening to this, trying to figure out about them getting into the industry?
The very first thing you got to do is build your craft. So you got to start going to those open mic, getting on stage, and learning how to deal with a crowd and everything. Working with a band is the best way because you will learn how to control everything to your set. So that would be the first thing that I would advise you to do. Look at the other people when they're performing. What are they doing? How are they interacting? And challenge yourself each time, for sure.
Nice, nice. Um, Tell everyone about your radio show.
Of course. Well, since COVID happened, I needed something to do because I'm sitting at home just not doing anything.
You
Well, I
have free
wasn't
minute.
doing right. Well, actually, it was 2019 for me because I ended up having to have surgery. So I had a torn meniscus, torn ACL, and I dislocated my shoulder, which took me off
Dang.
the road. Right. And
Okay.
I was supposed to, April of 2020, I was supposed to go back on tour over in Africa. It was going from Nigeria, we was going to Ghana, we was going to a lot of different places, and we was going to end up in London. And then COVID happened and it shut everything down. So
Mm.
I started with my podcast called Transparency Talks Podcast. And initially, I was just interviewing a lot of my independent friends as well as my national recording artist friends, like Tony Terry, a couple, it was a few people. And it started going really good, but then I started noticing that the conversations was kind of the same. I mean, your story is your story. Who you worked with is who you worked with, but it kind of started becoming redundant. Yeah, I worked with such and such and such and such and such and such and such. So I was like, okay, well, let me spice this up a little bit. So because I'm also doing films and because I also have a degree in marketing and PR, I started also interviewing people that were in the filming industry and interviewing people that was in the marketing field so that I could have a range of things that I like to do and things that I like. And I started getting approached by some of the international stations. So I'm on 2 stations in Italy, no, in London, I'm in Italy, I'm in Japan, I'm in Nigeria, I'm in South Africa, I'm in Canada, I'm in Detroit, I'm here in Atlanta on Blaze One Radio, and of course I'm on iHeart Radio and all those different stations like that. But
flex on them.
Yeah, it went from just being a little hobby to like it's a real job now. It's cool though, and I've met some amazing people.
How often are you on the air? Is this daily, weekly?
I can only give one time a week to doing all these interviews. But what was so crazy for the past 7 months, I have been booked 4 months out in advance. And now I'm at a point where I can't be booked out that far because like if something is happening right then and there, or somebody's about to drop something, I can't interview you to even help you try to promote it because I was already booked. So I'm kind of slowing down, and now I'm ready to switch it to not allow everybody to be able to book so far in advance. I'm probably only going to do like a month in advance because it was becoming too much.
I feel you because I tried to book like 3 months in advance. Like a season is about 3 months,
right?
So if I can fill that season up, I'm good. That way I don't have to worry about it. Some things happen, but yes, you have a point when you saying if something timely is happening, it is hard to. It's like, okay, I want to talk about this, but I don't have any room until summertime, so it gets tricky.
Right.
Yeah, but no, that sounds like a fire show.
Yeah.
And congrats for being everywhere. Everybody hearing you.
Thank you. Doing Christine Horn she's from BMF. She was a disruptor in the family. Well, the next door neighbor. Have you seen BMF?
No, not yet. I have not.
She's the next door neighbor. Since you haven't seen it, I don't want to mess it up, but she causes a lot of problems, and she was about to get her tail whooped. So I'm great to interview her. She's also on the Lincoln Lawyer and a lot of films. I'm interviewing her this Thursday. But honestly, I have met so many amazing people interviewing them. So it's become a blessing. Again, it just turned out initially it was just a hobby. So
look, ladies and gentlemen, right here, you are experiencing the one and only Butta B-Rocka. She's telling you how you can get in contact with her. You have to see her movies. You have to listen to her shows. And she got a lot of other stuff that's going on. Support her. Hey, it is time for our last segment of the show. It's called The Last Word.
Okay.
In the last word, we kick our final shots. I want you to go first, Brother B.
Okay. Before I kick off everything, I just want to encourage y'all to go and download my new single, Time Stand Still. It is number 46 on the charts right now. Taylor Swift is number 128 and your girl's number 46. Sam Smith is number 30. So I'm feeling really good about that. It dropped a little over a month ago and I have charted ever since. So definitely make sure that you go look at my visuals online and everything. And I have some really big news coming up very, very soon about my new single. It got picked up on 2 major networks. So I'm excited about that. But my final words is make sure you guys on everything at Butta B-Rocka. That's BUTTA BROCKA.
Love it. Love it. Yo, can we play your song on the We'll Be the Judge of that next week?
Oh, please do. Yeah, that would be awesome.
That's what's up. All right. Y'all hear it first. We're going to lock it in. She's locked in for next week. It should be a good time. If you want to fall through and just introduce the video or whatever,
okay,
it's an open invitation.
Okay, I can do that, and I'll send you. Or do I need to send you the link, or you already can pull it? Well, you look like you already.
Yeah, email it to me, and we make it happen.
Okay, that sounds good.
JS1, what you got?
Hey, man, I want to thank our phenomenal guest for coming through. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Man, she got so much knowledge and so much positive energy. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I love it when we have people that just got mad talent and just mad knowledge to give, because it really helps the audience, learn that it ain't easy out here, man. Everybody think this just easy to get on. But you know what I mean? It's grind. And she is a grinder.
She's definitely a doer, because she's doing everything. My last word, I just hope that the Hawks win. I want to thank Butta B. Continued success to you, and shout out to everybody that's been leaving comments, that's been tuning in. And last but not least, let's find out who won this week's We'll Be the Judge of that, because I know everybody is wondering and waiting to see who's going to be going up against Butta B next week.
Yeah, that's true. Hold on just a second. Wow, this is a first. Goodness gracious. What? Hold on. Let me put this stuff up on the screen so it makes sense. And then let me make it. This is wow. This is crazy.
Yeah, okay, look, what's happening?
One vote. This has never ever happened before. And it's for Sanette.
Prove me wrong. Hey. Sanette Monet is here. She eked it out. So congratulations. Y'all supposed to vote. It's all good. She won because somebody voted. She'll be back next week. Can she go 3 weeks in a row? We'll find out. But tune in next week, because we get to see this butter-voiced beauty back on the show. Yes, your voice, Butta, is perfect description of your voice. You're killing them with the smile. Brown skin out here representing. Do your thing and continued success. And I really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. This has been so fun, so unexpected. All of your twists and turns with this show. I love it.
Thank you so much. Just tell your friends to tune in and rock with us.
I absolutely will.
That's love. It's your man Mastermind. Thank y'all for tuning in. One time for your mind. It's the Indie Show. We out of here.
Hey yo, that time, man. The Indie Show. My main man Mastermind.
The Indie Show, indeed, the flow sickening. Mastermind, if I mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building, giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we indie, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we indie, ain't no canceling this.
And I'm gone. The Indie Show.